Hey guys, Stella Christoph here for day number 12 of 25 days of Daybreak blind reaction. Let's go.
We've got a charged up reveal for everyone today with my favorite new Elestral in Daybreak and much more as we count down 25 days of new card reveals until Daybreak pre-orders open on July 12th. Let's get it. First up, we have Fgar, a brand new Thunder Elestral with 2 attack and 3 defense with a unique effect. This Fgar gets +2 attack for each Thunder Enchanted rune.
So this is a Nexus of Valkyries, which is a Fire Elestral. For each enchanting rune on the field, so Mount Olympus is going to be your main one. You're going to go toward that. That'll give it the +4, plus Mount Olympus's ability will make it a 5. But say you got Thunderbolt of Zeus out as well, you combo those two together. Zeus as well. If you have all 3 of those out, your guy's going to get a +6, which will bring it to an 8. Using the Mount Olympus will bring it to a 7, and then the Thunderbolt will bring it to a 9 attacker. And then if you use Zeus's ability on top of that to lower an opponent's attack points, definitely a hard hitter if you get the field set up right.
Your field. That means Fgar benefits incredibly well from things like Mount Olympus as well as Zeus being on the field. And don't forget those artifacts like Thunderbolt of Zeus. With Argo, Fgar can become a monster very quickly. I'm really curious to see how Thundercasters use this card in Daybreak. If you know me, you know I love Insectoid Elestrals. And up next, we have Larvacell. Larvacell is a 3 attacker with 1 defense, and it has a really cool Nexus effect that you can Nexus a Thunder or a Solar Spirit. This Nexus effect is crucial for Larvacell because when this Larvacell receives 1 or more Solar Spirits, you can Special Ascend it to Anael from...
So before looking at Anael, because I'm going to guess that's the essential of this one, obviously, it's going to be a Thunder Solar. I wonder if it's going to have a special ability. If you disenchant Solar, it gets powered up with more Solars on it. And then also if this is a 3 cost, the full Essential Line being a 3 cost, if that's going to have that ability as well.
Your hand or deck. So you can play your Larvacell, you can play Apollo, and you can Nexus onto it. You can play your Larvacell and you can misenchant your Mount Olympus with a Solar Spirit and Nexus onto it. A lot of really cool potential plays here for Larvacell to activate its effect and get into its Ascension, Anael. Now, I'm going to be real, this is my favorite deck to play in Daybreak, I think. It is this deck right here. Anael is a 4/4. It is a Thunder and Solar Elestral. We actually teased it in a Dragonfly social media post a few weeks back. And you can expend 2 Solar Spirits in order to Special Ascend this Anael to Phosphocell from your hand or deck. You could just straight up use this effect and Special Ascend right away into Phosphocell, which means you could go from Larvacell to Phosphocell in the same main phase by just utilizing their effects. When you cast a rune with Solar, you can enchant a Thunder Spirit from your...
So again, all about bringing more spirits onto the field from your Underworld. We saw that a little bit in Frostfall, and we're seeing it in Daybreak as well. Like he said, you can get your full Essential Line on the field in 1 turn if you draw the right hand. You know, if you decide you want to go second and your opponent doesn't put much on the field, if you can, you know, say they put 1 rune face down, if you can get rid of that rune and then get this full Essential Line up without knowing what Phosphocell does, you're going to have a strong Elestral on the field. From what I've seen, full Essential Lines in Daybreak, they're all kind of broken. So we'll see what the next one has to show. But then again, you can cast... When you cast a rune, you'll bring a Thunder Spirit back from the Underworld. You can chant it. So again, just powering up your Elestrals even more. Phosphocell, whatever its ability is, it's going to be a 3 cost. You can go ahead and add a 4th Spirit to it and do major damage when you're attacking your opponent.
World to this Anael. So it has another effect, a conditional effect. So instead of just ascending straight away into Phosphocell, you can start casting a few runes with Solar and enchant more Thunder Spirits to Anael, which is going to enable the strategy of Phosphocell to an entirely different level. Phosphocell instantly jumps to one of my favorite Elestrals, 7 attack, 4 defense. It is 2 Thunder and 1 Solar, and it gets +1 attack for each Solar Spirit enchanting it. You can disenchant 2 Thunder Spirits from Phosphocell in order to destroy a rune. And it's not a target destruction, which means that your opponent doesn't have a window to respond after you use that effect and go to destroy a rune. They don't get to find out which rune you're going to destroy, so that actually gives it an advantage. When this Phosphocell receives 1 or more Solar Spirit, you can enchant up to 2 Thunder...
So that's kind of broken to a degree. Basically, from if I'm understanding this right, you can keep recycling that special ability to destroy a rune. Just keep Nexusing Solar onto it. You can bring your 2 Thunder Spirits back, disenchant a 2 Thunder to destroy a rune, and do that. I mean, depending on your strategy, you can do that every turn, every other turn. 7 attack, 4 defense. I thought it would be a little bit higher, to be honest. But then again, it also says it gets +1 attack for each solar on it. So it's already going to be at an 8. And then you have to, you have to give it more solar every single time. So I guess every time you use that ability, it is just going to get stronger and stronger.
Spirits from your underworld to it. That means that you can play your Larvacell, Nexus onto it, get your Anael out, play some runes, buff it up a little bit. You can expend the 2 spirits, go from Anael to Phosphocell. It gets enchanted with a Solar Spirit on casting. You enchant 2 Thunder Spirits to it, and then you have Rune Destruction or an Elestral with like 7 spirits on field. This thing is absolutely insane. And I can't just drop this crazy new Elestral on y'all without showing you its even crazier full art. One of my #1 chase cards in Daybreak. Phosphocell full art. The Elite Four crushed it as always. An absolute gem piece.
Yeah, that really is a good design though. If anyone watching this video doesn't know much about A-Drive, he made most of his career playing Pokemon Let's Plays on YouTube, basically playing Pokemon games, playing ROM hacks, etc. He's been saying for years he's been wanting a bug dragon type. And Pokemon had a couple options that they could have done that, and they did not go through with it. They changed the typings to others. But it's cool that, hey, you know what? I'm making my own card game. This is my favorite type. I'm going to go ahead and make an Elestral based on that type. So you got yourself a little Thunder Dragon, a bug Thunder Dragon to a degree. Cool design. It almost, the wings almost look robotic too, if you want to add that concept in there. And you can kind of look around, especially at the top left, looks like there's more bugs swarming around. So it makes sense too that when it's getting more spirits on it, it gets to, it's going to swarm the field. The spirits are going to swarm the field, power it up. Almost like a storm of locusts, if you want to say. That anything in their path, they're going to go ahead and destroy. So really cool design, cool full art. This is only the second full art I think that's been revealed so far. Be interesting to see what the next ones are. And again, you got, this is good for Thunder Nexus. If you Thunder Nexus, add a little bit of solar to it. I mean, to run this deck, if you only were going to put solar for a Thunder Nexus to have this guy in it, maybe 4 or 5 solars at the most. I like the destruction aspect, and then you can just keep recycling that ability every turn. And again, to summon it completely, you only really need the 1 solar. If you're running Thunder Nexus, you don't even need the other 2 cards in the Ascension line, technically. If you're running Thunder Nexus and you have multiple spirits, all you need is that 1 solar, but you do want extra solar so you can keep using the disenchant ability.
Of an artwork. This is such a cool Elestral, man. I just love this guy so much, and I think it's time for us to reveal our first Stellar of Daybreak, and that is going to be Stellar Larvacell, my absolute #1 chase card for the set. This thing is a beauty. Where only 99 copies will ever exist.
Nice green and blue to it. Blue eyes and the green. The black goes really well. I like it. I am Stellar Kristoff after all, so it will be in the collection one day.
I'm so pumped for Phosphocell, Anael, Larvacell, and of course Fgaries as well. Show some love. Let me know what you guys think. Join the discussion.
I keep saying every day, guys, it's awesome that he's revealing 4 to 5 cards every single day. Again, we got 13 more days left. So I don't know how many cards are in this set. I'm going to say it's probably going to be at least 100 to 120 at the most. But again, the fact that we're getting all these new cards every single day, just keep an eye. Go to Elestrals.com. Go to the card list. They update it frequently with all these uploads, and then you can kind of really start getting a deck list of what you guys want to do. But that's all I got for you guys today. My name is Stellar Kristoff. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 13. I hope you guys all have a stellar day. See ya.